Hi my stitchy friends, it's Debbie from Creatively Yours and I'm here at the end of the year with my Wip Parade of 2018. And yeah, I have a big pile of stuff sitting next to me and I'm going to show you that. First off, I would like to say welcome to my Flosstube channel and welcome to any new members or viewers. And welcome to any returning viewers. I really appreciate this. And yeah, I had a wonderful time this year and gained a lot of projects, as anybody has. First off, I would like to say I hope you had a wonderful Christmas time. I did. We in the Netherlands have 2 days of Christmas, so first day of Christmas and second day of Christmas. The first day of Christmas or Christmas Eve, I was watching a Dutch television show, which is a tradition here, for me at least, which is called All You Need Is Love. And normally it's a one show per year, and the show master brings people together for Christmas who haven't seen each other for a long time. So a real tearjerker. I was sitting there with my glass of wine and my bag of Kleenex. So yeah, it was wonderful. The first day of Christmas we went out to dinner with my family and we had a lot of fun, and I didn't film a lot. I filmed a little and I don't know if it's good enough for my Flosstube video, but if it is, it will be here. Ja, please!
Oh, dat is lekker.
We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of food and drinks and yeah, a lot of fun and catching up. And yeah, the second day of Christmas was a pajama day. I just didn't do anything. I just watched Netflix and stitched and didn't do anything. So yeah, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas time as well. And yeah, and on to the new year. I would like to show you, before I begin with my Wip Parade, I would like to show you some things I got in the mail. If you have watched my previous videos, you know I finished 'Tis the Season by Blackbird Designs. And excuse me. There was one viewer who asked me, because the book is a bit expensive, she asked me if she could borrow it from me, and I said yes, of course. So I sent it to her, and in return she sent me this. It's Emily. She has a Flosstube channel. I will link it below. I can't pronounce it because it's a name I can pronounce, so I will link it below. Go watch her. She made this beautiful floss bag or floss container. So thank you, Emily. Really appreciate this. And then I realized I have a lot of Christmas projects and I really don't own any Christmas needle minders, so I went on Etsy and went to visit Cherise of Denkai Designs and ordered this one. It's a candy cane. obviously, duh. So yeah, love it. And I was receiving a private message from Chiyoko Cross Stitch, Chiyoko, if I pronounce it right, Chiyoko Cross Stitch Patterns. I will link it below as well. It's an Etsy store, and she designs cross stitch patterns, and she asked if I would like to try out one of her patterns, and of course I would. So I'm going to show you what I got from her. It's a PDF pattern, and I thought it was wonderful. It's watercolor sea turtle, and I love the colors. So thank you so much for letting me try this pattern. I won't know when I will be starting this one, but I will somewhere in the future because I love this design. And yeah, I hope you visit with her at her Etsy store. And yeah, she has a lot of fun patterns. So now we're on to, I'm 6 minutes in, I'm on to my Wip Parade for 2018. If you didn't have a drink already, because this is going to be a longer one than you're used to from me, I hope you will get a drink, pause it, get a drink and come back, and I hope you enjoy my Wip Parade. First I would like to say I started 2018 with 3 whips from before. So I had, on the 1st of January of 2018, I had 3 whips, and now I have 25. I don't know what happened. I would like to start all the things, but next year is going to be no starts 2019. At least I can't start anything without finishing something. So I hope my whip pile is going to be a little bit less. So I had 22 new starts this year, and I had 4 finishes. That's not enough. So, but with my work schedule, I'm not able to stitch a whole lot. So I hope with my plan for 2019, I will finish a lot more. So I'm going to take a sip of my coffee first, and then I'm going to start. Okay, my first whip is, sorry for the glare, is my Quick Stitch Mini Gypsy Firefly by Amy Stewart, charted by Hade, Heaven and Earth Designs. And really love this pattern. I started this on the 15th of September in 2013. So it's my oldest whip. And I'm going to show you how far I got. I'm not going to show you before pictures because I'm going to show you all my projects. So this is it. I'm really still in love with all these colors, which I'm telling you every time I'm showing you this one. I don't have a page finish yet. I think I have at least 500 stitches to do before I finish this page. And my plan for next year is going to be at least, next year my plan is going to be to finish this whole row. So a page finish for the current page and the next page finish. I hope I should be able to accomplish that. So yeah, fingers crossed. My next whip is Lissy Kate. I am in a stitch along since the 1st of October of this year, and I started this at the 1st of October, and I'm doing this one, but first coffee, because I drink way too much coffee, so it was appropriate to start this one. Yeah, Lizzie Kate, coffee time. The hashtag is hashtag KT Coffee Times SAL. And this is how far I've got. And I only have to stitch but first. So because I'm doing no starts 2019, I'm trying to finish this one on the 1st of January, which is not hard to do because it's only letters. So when I finish this one on the 1st of January, I can start my new year, new start. If I don't finish this one on the 1st of January, I can't have a new start. So fingers crossed as well for this one, to finish this one on the 1st of January. My next whip is the Vogels, the birds, which is a bird mandala by our LNS owner Joke Trebbe de Nijs. And I substituted the purple color for a light blue, and this is the first time I'm using silks, so really love this one. And when did I start this one? I started the Vogels on the 26th of May of 2018, which was my only Stitch Mania start. And this is my progress so far. And I'm really loving it. I love stitching with silks, it's so smooth. And these are hand-dyed silks by Joke Trebbe de Nijs, which is the designer of the pattern. And she dyes threads as well. So, yeah. Love it. My plan for this one for next year is at least have the other half finished. I'm trying to be realistic here. So, the next one is my Mirabilia Circle of Friends. I started this one on the 17th of June of this year. I bought it at the First Dutch Stitchers Retreat, Needles in Paradise, and I bought the whole kit. And I'm stitching this to commemorate every stitchy friend I have. And the last time I showed you this one, I told you these three ladies really resemble, it's not hard to speak, Debbie, me and my sisters. So yeah, really like it. And this is what I've done so far. I haven't done much since the last time you saw this one. And yeah, I really like it. And what I said before is this lady is resembling me. So yeah, my goal for next year is I hope to have at least one of the ladies finished. But we will see. Let's have some coffee. The next one is my crappy picture from the PDF because my printer wasn't working very well. This is All Hearts Come Home for Christmas by Sub Rosa Design. And I should have finished this by now, but I haven't been working on it, so let's see if I can do this. This is how far I got. I finished the square part of the house and I'm filling in the windows. This window needs to be filled in with white and I'm just using DMCs. And the red is the variegated DMC 115. So yeah. My goal for next year, for this one, which I started on the 16th of December of 2017. So it really should have been finished by now. My goal is to finish it next year. So let's see if I can manage that. My sixth whip is part of a stitch along which I'm doing with Angie from the Hibernation Stitcher. Hi Angie. And this is Prairie Life sampler by the Heartstring Samplery, which is yeah, she designed this after the Little House on the Prairie series. And I was a fan and I still like the series. So I started this one on the 1st of June of 2018 as a stitch along. We are working on this one on the 7th of every month, and we both have been lacking stitching on this one on the 7th. So we will be, or at least I will be, stitching this from January on the 7th of every month, and we will see. And this is my progress. I have some trees and a bear and part of the outline, and yeah, I substituted the most of the DMCs for Victorian Motto sampler threads, which I had, and for the ones I couldn't substitute, I just use DMC. And if you didn't notice, I'm not feeling very well. I'm again not sick enough to be at home from work, but feeling a little bit sick. So I hope you understand if I have to cough sometimes. So yeah, I hand dyed this fabric. It's a 30 count cheesecloth, and I hand dyed it with coffee and tea using Priscilla and Chelsea's tutorial, which is really easy to do. So yeah, I'm going to take lots of sips of coffee. My next whip is, I don't have a picture with me because I have a bin with my finished patterns, and I already put it in there because it's part of a series, Farmhouse Christmas, and this is the first one, and I already finished this one, and I'm on to the next. I started this one on the 23rd of June 2018, and I'm really loving this one. I was on auto ship for all the patterns and the floss and the fabric. I was planning on finishing this on one piece of fabric, all the 9 parts, but I decided I will be cutting them up into ornaments. So next year I will have ornaments for myself. Yeah, that's that one. And I need a lot more coffee. The next one is my Prairie Schooler Village Green, and I'm doing the bottom one. I'm showing you a little bit up close. I really like this scene, so I'm just using DMCs. And I started this one on the 26th of November, last November. So I am doing this one on 40 count, is it 40 count? 36 count fog by Picture This Plus. And this is the progress I made. And I really like it. My plan for next year is, I'm not sure yet which part I'm going to, I hope to finish at least half of the whole pattern. We will see. The next one is Bearing Gifts by Kathy Barrick, which I bought at the Handwerk Boutique. I saw this one, this was a new one for this year, and I fell in love with the colors and the pattern, so I immediately bought it. So yeah, I started this one on the 24th of October of this year, and when I started this one, I had a really big start and didn't stitch on it again since then. So this is what I have so far. I'm using mostly DMCs and some Victorian Motto Sampler threads. And my plan is to finish this one next year because it's not a very big pattern. And if you hear purring, my cat, my eldest cat, is beneath the table I'm sitting on, and she's sleeping, but she's hearing me talk, and every time she hears me talk, she is going to purr. So if you hear her, she's laying there. The next pattern I would like to show you, or whip, is The Quaker, which is designed by Joke Trebbe de Nijs. I bought this as a kit at an event last year. I'm so sorry. And it was filled with hand-dyed threads, which I'm using for this design. And I am using my own fabric, which I had, which is 28 count sampler green XQ design fabric. And this is what I have so far. I am so in love with the floss colors. I started this one on the 1st of January 2018. This was my new year, new start of this year. So my plan for this one, it's not a really big one, so I'm going to finish this one next year. I need to. Don't you think? Then I have my next whip is Sleigh Snow Globe by Shannon Christine Design. It's a PDF pattern I bought from her directly from her website. And I started this one on the 27th of October 2018. And I have a really small start. And you can see a shimmer. It mainly contains Krynex, some DMCs, and lots of beads. And I really enjoy this. You can see it shimmer. Really like it. And I hope to finish this one next year as well. Hold on. It's going to be, hold on, is going to be my meme for my Flosstube videos, because every time I'm doing a Flosstube video, I say hold on. So sorry. I'm just getting messages on my phone because not everybody, for the most part, the ones who were at our Dutch Stitchers retreat last year are having a stitchy day at the Wip Parade, and I'm not able to go today because of funds, and I'm not well enough, and yeah, I had to pass, and I am extremely sorry about that. I really wanted to go, but I couldn't. So girls, I hope you, Ingeborg, Mieke, Margreet, Dunja, I hope you really enjoy your time today, and I hope to see lots of footage, and at least I will be seeing you in April. And this is, if you have seen my previous videos, I had a bit of a cliffhanger. I ended my, not my previous video, but a video before that with something I had to say but couldn't. And I'm not really sure if I can by now, but I'm just going to say it. We are having a second Stitchers retreat in April. So I will be seeing everybody again. Everybody from the previous retreat is going to be there, plus a couple of others, and it's, I believe, full already. There was place for 25 people, and yeah, I believe we're there. So yeah, we're going to have lots of fun, and the ladies are now at the Wip Parade talking about everything, and I wish I was there, but I can't. And ladies, I will see you in April, and yeah, we will be catching up. On with the Wip Parade. My next whip is Minerva by Mirabilia. I started this one, where am I? On my, oh, here. I made my own notes and couldn't find my place on my notes, but I started this one for my birthday, which is the 10th of October, and I started this one together with another pattern, and yeah, going to show you. This is my small start on it. It's only 310 DMC, and this is my gorgeous I am drawing a blank. It's a German company, Akufactum? No, I can't remember. This is gorgeous hand-dyed fabric, a 32 count. So yeah, my plans, it's a small design. I hope to finish this one next year. My next project is Forest Snowfall by Country Cottage Needleworks. I started this on the 28th of December last year because of Chelsea's birthday. She was hosting this stitch along, and I started. My cat is, don't knock my camera over. Roxy. Okay. She was sniffing my phone and trying to touch the tripod. So if it moved, it was my cat, it wasn't me. I started this one on the 28th of December for Chelsea's birthday, and it was a stitch along, and I restarted it on the 27th of March 2018 because I didn't like the look of it with 2 over 1, and I restarted it with 2 over 1, 2 over 2, and I restarted it with 1 over 2. But now I'm having second thoughts again. Okay. I can't seem to make up my mind. Let's see if I can show you what I've done so far. I finished the letters and working my way to the right, and yeah, really like the colors. I ordered this from Down Sunshine Lane and ordered the flosses as well, which is Classic Colorworks, and yeah, I hope to finish this one next year because I don't have a lot to go anymore, so it should be doable, don't you think? My next whip is, and I don't have a picture because it was a mystery stitch along, and yeah, it's my Weaver's Tapestry Band Sampler cell, and I finished not quite yet. I am almost finished with part 14, and there are 52 parts, but I'm almost done with this one. I saw the bands after this and I don't really like them, so I'm going to, when I finish part 14, I'm going to take a small band to finish it off, and then I think it's enough and I'm finishing this one. So this is also a finish for next year, or at least I think. My next project is Snow White by the Primitive Hair. I bought the PDF from Etsy, from herself, the Primitive Hair. And yeah, I started this one on the 27th of June 2018. And I can't seem to make up my mind. I told you before, the last time I showed you this one, I haven't been working on it since. I really like this red, which is Passion hand-dyed cotton floss by our LNS owner. The rest is Victorian Motto, and this was Wine Cellar, and it was supposed to be cinders, but gentle arts designs, gentle arts threads, and I'm going to, as I told you before, I'm going to pick this one out, and I'm going to use DMC 115, the variegated one, the red one, because it is not supposed to be brown. This is 40 count sampler green X2 design. It's my first 40 count fabric, and I really enjoy working on this with 1/2. And I think my stitches are looking really nice. My plan is to at least finish half of it next year, but maybe finish it. It all depends on, my plan is to, every beginning of the month, I will use my Tiny Decisions app to plan out my month. And I am going to do at least one whip per week. So I do have a week to work on it. When I'm fed up with it, after a couple of days, I'm going to choose another. But my plan is to do that every month and plan my whole month. And see if I can finish some things. But it all depends on the Tiny Decisions app if it chooses the same patterns every time or every time different patterns. So we will see. My next one is The Night Fairy by Maria van Scharrenburg, which is a Dutch designer. And I saw this one stitched up by Alice, my stitchy friend. Hi Alice. And I had this as a kit for several years and was already in the pile to sell because I hadn't started this one and wasn't going to anymore. But then I saw this one stitched up and then I thought, what the hell? Oops. I'm going to start this one and I'm just going to do it. And I did a couple of stitches and that's it. It hasn't come up since then, but I started this one on the 15th of July 2018. Let's see if I get this right. And this is my start, or is this, I don't know. I believe this is my start on it. It's just the called for fabric, which was in the kit, and a lot of floss, which was in the kit also. This is very nice, soft fabric to work on. So usually I will substitute the fabric in a kit for my own, but this was soft enough and nice enough to work on. So yeah. It's a nice start. I don't think I will be finishing this one next year. I will be working on it, I hope, but I won't finish it because it's very big. So, sorry. Why do I film when I'm not feeling well? Okay. My next project, I don't have a picture because I didn't print it off. This is a freebie, which is the Cherub with Tree, which is a freebie from the Nora Corbett website. And I am stitching this on 32 count linen, white linen, on, and I'm stitching this 1/2. I think it doesn't, the black one, the black thread isn't covering enough, but when you look at it from a distance, it's really nice. And this was supposed to be my first ornament, but I didn't finish this one. So this is, I'm planning on finishing this one next year. I started this one on the 9th of January, beginning of this year. So yeah. And maybe because of the coverage, 1/2, I didn't stitch on it again, because when you look at it up close, I really don't like the coverage, except for the colors. Colors are okay, but it's just the black. But okay, I will finish this one next year. My next project is Ciseaux et Bobines, or Scissors and Bobbins by Jardin Privé. I started this on the 20th of January 2018, and the pattern is going to go to Sue Createful when I finish this one. I promised her. So I have it on my stretcher bars, but I'm going to take it off because I hate the stretcher bars. I don't like it. It's floppy, and and I did a very thorough stretch on my fabric, but I don't know what it is, but I'm going to take it off. I'm almost finished with this one. So plan is to finish this one next year, so I can ship the pattern off to Sue Createful. And 7 whips to go. So the next one is my first chatelaine ever. Orietta, which was one of the people who were at the retreat last March. Orietta asked in our app group if somebody was willing to take it off her shoulders. So we have shared custody over this chatelaine. She started this one and didn't look back. She didn't stitch on it again. She didn't like it anymore, and she thought it was a waste to have it laying around and not being stitched. So I said, of course, I would like to start a chatelaine, and this one is a really nice one, so I'm going to buy it from you. And she sent it to me, and yeah, I only have been working on this one time. I started it on the 29th of August. The middle part she already stitched. So this is the pattern, and this part she already stitched, and these things in between. And I added the trees. So I'm going to show you. It's a very big piece of fabric, which is called Nimbus by Chromatic Alchemy. It's a 28 count, and I hope I can show you this. I only finished the tree. It's really tricky, chatelaine designs. It's really tricky to find out where she ended and where you have to begin. So I'm going to take it a little bit up close. She very nicely put a arrow here so I can see where she was headed. So yeah, I really love this. And I hope to next year at least finish all the 4 trees, and so I can move on to the next part of the pattern. The next one is Sprig of Holly by Pineberry Lane. Let's see if I can do this without any glare. I was gifted this one with the floss by Debbie, Minnesota Stitcher, on Instagram. She asked me, she wanted to give me a stitchy kindness, and she sent me this along with another pattern, but this one she kitted up with flosses, and yeah, really like that. So hi Debbie. Yeah, like the pattern. I started this one on the 7th of July 2018, and that was the only time I worked on it last year. So this is what I have so far. I finished I finished the dress part of the lady, and I am moving on to the next part. And it's not a really big pattern, so I hope to finish this one next year. And then my next one is the Halloween Spooky Sampler. I bought the PDF by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I started this one on the 24th of September 2017. I should have finished this before last Halloween, but I didn't. And let's see if I can do this. This is what I have so far. I finished the outlining and I am working my way on the 6th block of 9. So realistically, I should finish this one next year before Halloween. So yeah, like it. My next one, and my cat was crazy. Pretty Little London. I bought a PDF from Satsuma Street, and hey Roxy, I bought the PDF, and this one I bought before me and my son went to London last summer. We went to London for a graduation gift, and I started this one on the 21st of August in London in my hotel room. So this was a memory piece for me, and this is what I have so far. Part of the Tower Bridge. And yeah, I don't know if I will finish this one next year. I hope so, but I don't know. So I can't. Every month when I draw the patterns from my Tiny Decisions app, I will set goals for myself and I will share them with you in my Flosstube videos. So I will let you know what my goal for that time is. So only the small patterns I'm going to try to finish next year. My next one, I restarted. I started it, Mill Hill Holiday Greetings, on the perforated paper earlier, but I didn't like the perforated paper. So, and I would like to finish it into an ornament. So I took it out from the perforated paper and dove into my fabric stash and restarted it on the 17th of December, this December, and on fabric. And I'm loving it so much more, and I had a little bit progress. So I'm going to show you. This is what I have so far. I am stitching all the cross stitches first, and we'll save the beading for last. So yeah, really like it. Roxy. This is Roxy. This is the crazy one, and she's not a lap cat. Roxy, look, it's you. Look, who's that? Okay, she's already fed up. So you've made acquaintance with my crazy cat. My next whip, I just started this Christmas. It was my Christmas start, and I planned stitching this one for a very long time. So it's Hello Winter by Plum Street Samplers, and yeah, I am loving this. I just started it on the 24th of December, so you haven't seen progress yet unless you have watched me on Instagram. This is light gray linen, and this is my start. I am using the called for threads, which is Weeks Dye Works, and I started with a sheep, and this is Grits, The white is grits, and I already am afraid I'm going to have a shortage. I can't get this in any stores near me. I have to drive 2 hours to get one skein of this. But I hope I have enough for at least a sheep. I just bought one of each week's dye works, and I thought that would be enough, but I'm not sure. I'm going fast with it, so if it's not enough, I hope to at least finish the sheep with it. And if it's not enough for the snowflakes, which are in there, I will try with another floss, because I'm not driving 2 hours for one grits. So yeah, and this was the freebie needle minder Cherise from Denkai Designs sent me. So yeah, I'm loving this. And then we're on to my last whip. And this was my planned birthday start for this year. And it's still in my off-brand Q-snap. It's Snow Queen by Mirabilia. I started this one on the 10th of October, my birthday. And I'm working on this one every 10th of every month. And this is my, let's see if I can do this. This is my start on it. And I'm really loving this. So yeah. No plans to finish this one next year. It would be nice, but I am trying to be realistic. So yeah. Plan is to stitch on it every 10th of every month, and yeah, that's it. I'm 51 minutes in, which is a bit longer than you're used to from me. I'm going to stitch and clean up and yeah, take care of myself, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year. Next Monday is here in the Netherlands we have Old and New, which is the Old Year's Day, the 31st of December, and we have fireworks and champagne and game night and yeah, that kind of things. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful new year. I hope you've enjoyed my Wip Parade, although I was coughing a lot, but yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. I'm just not feeling well. I hope I feel well in the next year, and I hope you do too. Yeah, we will see. I will be back in January, and Happy New Year, everybody. That's it for now. I will see you in January. Bye for now.